Hey, folks, welcome back to Chris Wyatt Africa. Well, what do you say? I mean, honestly, this is absolutely insane. Cloud cuckoo land south. That is what South Africa is becoming under the feckless, corrupt, inept rule of the ruling African National Congress. 27 years of ineptitude, failure, pilfering, RICO-level theft. It's off the charts. And now their own party is disintegrating around them as the so-called military veterans, Umkhonto weSizwe, the spirit of the nation, the armed wing of the African National Congress. Why does the African National Congress have an armed wing 27 years after liberation? Why do they have armed veterans out there intimidating people and looking for trouble? Well, that's what happened last night in South Africa on the 14th of October, 2021, when so-called military veterans from Umkhonto weSizwe, the spirit of the nation, the armed wing of the ANC, took hostage the defense minister, another minister, and a deputy minister at St. George Hotel. You see St. George Hotel in the backdrop behind me, ladies and gentlemen, on this 15th of October, 2021. Well, let's talk about this. What the heck is going on? How can this party can't even protect a minister at a hotel in its own country? 56 arrested, 3 injured as special task force rescues ministers held hostage by disgruntled military veterans. How embarrassing. There is no height of embarrassment that is too high for the ANC to achieve even greater ignominy. It happens all the time. The complete breakdown in intelligence, criminal intelligence, and action by the police and military and political leadership in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng provinces in July led to looting by over 100,000 criminal South Africans. Burning down and looting, attacking radio stations, water treatment facilities, a mortuary or crematorium, a container ship, stealing ammunition in the port of Durban, and attacking the Mooi River Plaza, blocking the main artery serving all of Southern Africa. The ineptitude, the complete idiocy and incompetence of the ANC is on display for everyone to see. How anybody in their right mind could vote for such a foolish and corrupt organization is beyond belief. Now they can't even protect their own ministers. The special task force was deployed to rescue Defence Minister Thandi Modise after she held hostage. Now picture this, folks. South Africa's military can't even protect its own defense minister. She's held hostage by thugs from the ruling African National Congress Party. A group of disgruntled military veterans held Modise, minister in the presidency, Mondli, Gungubele, and Deputy Defense Minister Thabang Makwetla hostage for 3 hours. The group claims there were injuries in the standoff. Special task force stormed the St. George's Conference Center in Irene, Pretoria on Thursday evening to rescue Defense Minister Thandi Modise, her deputy Thabang Makwetla, and the minister in the presidency, Mondli Gungubele, after they were held hostage by disgruntled veterans. The elite unit, assisted by military police and police, swooped in after the group blocked them from leaving a meeting meant to discuss demands for government assistance. Police spokesperson Brigadier Vish Nadu said 56 people have been arrested and 3 were injured. This is insanity, folks. There were no shots fired, but while processing the subjects, we have taken 3 from medical treatment because they were complaining of pains. Well, that's one headline, that one from News 24. The witness says war vets hold Defense Minister Thandi Modise hostage. Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. War vets hold Defense Minister Thandi Modise hostage. There was a commotion at the venue where a meeting between Liberation Struggle war veterans, of which there's virtually no genuine ones, and Defense Minister Thandi Modise was underway on Thursday evening. The war veterans who were protesting against the government's failure to pay them reparations. I think the term you're looking for is retirement pay, which they're not really entitled to, but the government has been paying them. The minister can't get out, and they blocked the exit. It's a lot of them, said a source reporting to the news. We won't allow them to leave. They're not taking us seriously. Defense and military veterans spokesperson Sipwe Dalamini said he was not at the hotel. I'll check on it and come back to you, he told the news reporters. Unbelievable. This from SA People News. Police stormed Pretoria Hotel after SA Minister Thandi Modise and others allegedly held hostage. A special task force in South Africa has reportedly stormed a hotel in Pretoria using tear gas to rescue Defense Minister Thandi Modise and 2 other ministers who were allegedly held hostage. They're not allegedly, they were held hostage. Absolutely the truth. France 24 says South African defense minister briefly held by veterans. No, she was held hostage. Misleading headline. South Africa's defense minister Thandi Modise was briefly held by veterans and prevented from leaving the St. George Hotel in Gauteng, along with the minister in the presidency, Mondli Gungubele, and deputy defense minister Thabang Makwetla, before being freed by special forces. Unbelievable. Well, folks, let's put this in perspective. Thandi Modise became the defense minister of South Africa like 5 minutes ago. It was only on the 6th of August that was reported in the shakeup in the cabinet when Ramaphosa took one failed minister and shifted him to another place. But he moved her, former Speaker of the National Assembly, over to replace Nicklin, who had contradicted Ramaphosa's false claims that he knew nothing about events in KwaZulu-Natal before they unfolded in July in Gauteng, when in fact criminal intelligence did inform him and the ANC leadership about those events that were going to unfold. And they did nothing. So she had to be sacked and moved on. And Thandi Modise moved into her place in August. Well, look what's happened to Thandi Modise, held hostage by the so-called Spear of the Nation, the so-called valiant military armed wing of the ANC. Just a joke, absolute joke. 100,000 people in this organization, at most, maybe 2,500 of them actually ever served any sort of combat role, either as terrorists inside South Africa or in the camps in Angola. And almost none of them actually saw any combat. More people were killed by the ANC's own Umkhonto weSizwe in Quattro than they ever killed of the South African Defense Forces. Well, folks, Cloud Cuckoo Land South just gets crazier by the day, by the hour. A sitting agricultural minister in the parliament in a province is accused of murder. There's a bomb scare at his bail hearing. It's just, you can't make this stuff up. The national airline rescued from bankruptcy yet again, failing airline, hasn't turned a profit in over a decade, is flailing once more. Greedy unions are demanding higher wages in excess of inflation, while millions of people have no jobs and go hungry every night in South Africa. Selfish, egotistical, greedy employees can't take it on the chin for a little bit longer to let the economy recover before they start making these outrageous wage demands. This is Cloud Cuckoo Land South, folks. And from St. George Hotel, just behind me there in Pretoria, this is Chris reporting on the kidnapping and hostage taking of South Africa's defense minister. Isn't that embarrassing? A country that supposedly has professional military, their defense minister is kidnapped and held hostage in a hotel by aged so-called war veterans. Hey, folks, if you're not a subscriber to Chris Wyatt Africa, take a moment, smash that button right down there, become a subscriber, because, hey, we're looking for subscribers who can get independent, objective analysis and reporting on Africa, with a big focus on Southern Africa and especially on South Africa. Thank you so much, folks. Appreciate your support for the channel. Be sure to smash the like button before you leave and become a subscriber if you're not one. Cheers and take care of yourself. Cloud Cuckoo Land South. It never ends in South Africa. It's really astounding.